guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
No, 319.
What's the mic? Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Double tight, double tight.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our time. Check 43.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Sponge. No.
Hey, alert 3.
Now Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Check 99. Check
Over. Check 49.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
319. Back north. Go.
Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Running right, Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now. This is Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after. Short gain of 2.
DJ Reader brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Set. 219. 44 is the mic. To the pass. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Thomas, the intended target.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. 6 yards. I got you. I
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyree Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Set. 40's 19. Right there. 40's Mike. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
On second down, it's Drake. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's it, baby.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Check. Lucky. Joker.
Shift.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 31.
On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We're set. 19. Go. Watch the edge. Check nickel. 54. Check. Fresno.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
4 down.
31's the Mike.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Watch the slant.
Check the backer, check the backer. Coming. Double up, double up. Double up.
Out of the gun, Watson forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Watch twist.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Man up, D. 41's the mic. 41 set. Check 41. Here we go. Mike 41, Mike 41.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
We got three, fellas.
Rodgers to throw again. Whoosh. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Check safety, check safety. Check your hot read.
Jump out. Hey, 88.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hatch it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You got 4. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Switch. Check 4.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. He's got a man. Complete. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Texans.
Let's go deep. Undercrunch.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Back. Watch
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Hey, turn it out, turn it out. Alert! Orbit. 31's the line of up.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and he will score. It's a touchdown.
Interception all day, baby.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
no doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check. Check 31. Check.
faking the give. Now Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 83 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2018, I'm coming. 31. Turn him up. 26, Mike. Hey, tight,
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Williams. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, look at the juke. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll try the right side with Jones. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyree Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Right back to Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Shift. Check. Crunch. Check. 24.
Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too with the day he's had. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
41 Mike. 41
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wide wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bailey now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 77 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Bring it up. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A quick throw here out to Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson now to throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Tight end left. Tight end left. 4 down. 4. 59. Alert. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, we have you.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Now a give, right side. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check Mike 50. I got one.
Rodgers looking to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rodgers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Hey, check 26.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. I'm coming after you.
Box it.
Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. Yeah, let's get set.
Rodgers to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
James has got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Twist. He's crashing.
He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here we go again.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Packers, it's a win